Ahoy! How's it going, you glorious Rascallion bastards? The name is Fox Soul. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Wavering Waves. Today's video is going to be a discussionary topic for players that, you know, you may, for some apparent reason, you may feel overwhelmed of what you should be doing, you know, with your time, with your wave plates in the game. How can you be more proactive? How can you be more optimal with what you're doing? What should be some of the things you should be looking at when you're doing your dailies? So I got a plan, and I want to showcase to you basically what my plan is, what I've been doing, and what's been helping me out, and my explanation for it. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. And again, I hope you're having a great day. So, you pretty much have been playing Wavering Waves for 2 months now. We're all new players still, like someone pointed out in the comments to my last video. But at the same point in time, you know, you're trying to be, you know, as productive as possible with your time. You know, you're spending a good 10, 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, you know, just grinding out things, taking your weight plates, spending it here, spending it there, but you're not exactly sure what you should be focusing on. And, you know, you can go echo farming, which is great to do. You can go do the tacit fields. You can do material runs. You can build up your characters. You can do whatever it is you want. But you just want to make sure that you're being as productive as possible. So what's some things you should be looking at? Well, you see, in my case scenario, and I started doing this because of Chang Li, okay? Chang Li is coming out, and I'm working on making sure that I have every single thing for her. And then with the announcements of 2 new characters also coming out with Wavering Waves 1.2 and Zishi coming in, which is going to be basically Jin Shi's DPS, I was like, God damn it, I'm going to get proactive with that one too. You know, I'm going to get productive. I'm going to make sure we get all the stuff we need for that. There's something that I have worked on to make sure that we get this taken care of. And I'm going to showcase that right now right here. So let me go ahead and pause real quick. Let me go ahead and lower this down. I'm going to use this as an example. As you can see, we're on WaveringLabs.com. We have the Zishi build guide that's up right here. And, you know, I know this is going to be the next character. I'm hoping, I could be wrong. It could be out. It'll be coming out next. But this should be the next character I would believe that's going to be coming out on August 15th with the next update. And I'm looking over this just to see exactly, you know, what the character's kit entails, what the character, you know, build should be. An example, I know, for example, that I'm going to be having to look most likely for, you know, glacial based, you know, echoes that is going to truly work and showcase into, you know, helping her and complementing her basic attack damage, because that's pretty much every single one of her abilities is going to be a basic attack, a basic attack damage multiplier. So that's the first and foremost that I'm looking at. You know, we're looking at with her outro skill, everything that's concluded. Then we come take a look, you know, what is her ascension material build going to be? The only thing I don't know is for, you know, her actual skills, what is going to be, you know, the Calamity Boss core that she's going to need. But I know that this is what she's going to need. So let me show you what I've done. As you can see, I have a calendar here. This is my Wavering Waves calendar. All right, and I'm going to use this as an example. I started this back actually last week, actually a little bit earlier than last week in a sense. I started this with a different calendar. I just put on Google Calendar because it was a lot easier than trying to manage an Outlook calendar and all this other stuff personally. And the idea was that, like, on the 8th, I said that I needed to, you know, work on the Jew daggers. I would need to work on Resonator XP and upgrades to level 90, because this is the day right here that we hit level 60 Union. So at that point in time, all the characters could be level 90. I said, you know, on the 10th, we're just going to be putting all 240 wave plates in the tacit fields, work on sub DPS course, work on materials for Jinshi, work on upgrade materials for Jinyan. I set days for what I particularly need at the time. While working on that, you can see, like right here on the 22nd, Chang Li Day, I call it, summon level up. But look what we're doing here. starting on the 14th, which was yesterday, you know, we're working on the Resonator XP. We work on Tacit Field. We worked on the Tower Diversity. We got to work on Tower Diversity again today because it's reset. And then we did our reset plans. I'm also working on, you know, because we have everything for Chen-Li, but like we did Ju for the core materials for her. So that way it can go all into Chang-Li. We're working on shells to make sure that we have enough money. We're working on the cores now for Zeishi. Basically waifu nerd. Basically our little brunette waifu nerd. We're starting to work now. We're gonna need flowers, so we need to do flower picking. We need to do the helix materials. We need to work on cores for the rest of the team if we possibly can. Echo farm, different things that I have put in. Echo farming, Tacit Fields. Echo farming, prepare for Chen-Li, get more Resonator XP to make sure that we can get her level 90 immediately, and then Summon Day happens. And then, you know, I even went ahead and I'm starting right now on the August calendar. Basically, hey, look, you know, Wave and Waves 1.2 update, you know, Zeishi release possible. So what do I need to do? I need to make sure I work on the shells. I need to find out before she comes out what is the Calamity Boss that's going to be associated with her. I need to, you know, check on the materials for her. We need to build all of that. So like, these are different things, and I set myself on days in particular because it's like a work schedule for me. I need to know what I'm going to be doing today to basically optimally make sure I'm working for a future update. I know I'm going to be pulling for this character. I know I want this character. Yao's not a character that I'm too interested in. I'm not interested in the second character. The electrical character is coming in, but I know I'm interested in this character very simply because I know how I'm going to work with this character. So I'd rather make sure that my time is productive. I rather make sure that I am putting into an effort. So yeah, I created a Google Calendar, you know, and I just set myself for days. Hey, I'm going to be working on these things today. I'm going to be working on this today. Simple little things. And I honestly think that, you know, it helps out tremendously. I think that would help out a lot of people. So like, if you're stuck and you know, you're just trying to make sure you're being optimal, you know, you're going to be stunned for a character, you know, you're going to be doing this. Why not make sure you're working towards those goals? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it makes perfect sense to me. It's just like setting up a meeting, you know, what you got to be working today at your job. And I figured that that would be something that would help. You know, if you feel like you're overwhelmed and you just, you know, not exactly sure what you should be working on step by step, that this is a good way of organizing your days. You know, you don't have to worry about doing a Tacit Field every single day. You don't have to worry about working on materials every day. You could set days that you're going to work on this, and then those days probably will change anyway because, hey, you know, when Kuro Games is going to announce, hey, we're going to be doing a material event right now for double material. You know, you change your days out, you go on your calendar, you change, hey, look, these are days I need to work on this. Hey, we're going to be working on doing this for you guys and giving you this ability to work on double XP for your characters. Oh, well, you guess what? Material's gone. You're going to be working on that, but you can organize that to benefit your schedule. And I think that a lot of it comes down to it is, yeah, you should probably be looking at scheduling. If you feel overwhelmed with, you know, building the way you're building, you should schedule your days of your grinds, what you are going to be working on primarily that day, what you're going to be working on secondary that day. Because like, look, hey, you need to work on collecting all these flowers, for example. And you see what I'm doing? I'm collecting because I want to be able to synthesize so that way we can go ahead and get the full synthesization. I need to do echo farming today. You know, I need to work on this so that way, you know, it's done. Fury boils. And it feels better, in my personal opinion, if you're organized and you set days for this and you don't feel like you're pulled all over the place. You don't feel like, hey, I'm stuck doing all this today, you know. You can say, hey, I don't really want to work on this today, but I want to work on this. Guess what? You have it scheduled. But you're setting yourself up to have a work ethic, you know? And I think that's a lot of problems with some people nowadays in general, is that, look, I'm 35 years old, man. And I could tell you something. There are some 25-year-olds out there that, you know, can run circles around me, but they don't want to because they don't have a work ethic. They don't set themselves up. They don't think about tomorrow. They think about today. And that's the problem. So just a little idea, just a little, you know, something, you know, this is how I prepare for things. I know what characters are coming out. I could tell you like this. You can look at my backpack right now. And I still got what until Monday to collect more stuff. But like, look, you know, we got 3 of the metal drips, but I'm not too worried about that because you know why? I got 46 metal drips here and I'm still doing the metal drip stuff for Changli. I got 208 right here because I know that is what she is going to need. I have the ability to go ahead and 188 of these that I can go ahead and synthesize these, you know, to make them the better version when the time comes. So that way, when we are working on, you know, weapons in general, when we're working on our skill tree like this right here, that I could come in here, right? I could just build this all up. I can get everything unlocked and I can make sure. And right now I'm focusing all my attention on Changli because even, you know, shells is going to matter at the end of the day. You're gonna be like, oh, well, no, shells don't matter. Trust me. It's going to matter because if you actually look at some of the cost on this right here, like you actually, let's see, can I actually see cost something like this? No, let's go to a character that doesn't have any of this unlocked. You know, when you're looking at it right there, 100,000 shells, 100,000 shells, 100,000 shells, 100,000 shells. And each one of these upgrades, you look like this, 16,000 right here. Look at this one. Look at this one right here. That is 30,000 right there, right? Yeah, that's 30,000. And it just keeps increasing. You're going to be shitting out shells. You're going to be shitting out materials. And wouldn't it not be best to just, you know, be prepared before it happens? That's all. So that's why, like, I set up days. You'll see on my calendar that I have days for shells. I have days for material. You know, this is where I'm spending all 240 wave plates on. This is what I'm going to be focusing on all my effort into, just to make sure that so when day 1 release and I summon for whatever character, like I said, Changli, because Bay is going to be DPS and I don't care what anyone says. She's my honey bunch of Cheerios. She's not a sub DPS as much as everyone wants to call her. I know she's a sub DPS, but we're going to turn her into a goddamn main DPS and we're going to make her do some damage. That's Bay. Don't question me. Changli is Bay. Changli is life. We're breaking the bank for our girl. Simple as that. 22nd, you're going to see some Changli content. You're going to see us go through some holographic bullshit. Sorry, I had to rant there for a second, but that's just what it is. But no, I think that's good enough. I think that is exactly the point of the video that I want to make to you guys. It's just simple as that. If you're overwhelmed, you know, you want to make sure you're being productive, why don't just go ahead and do something simple as this? Create yourself a Google Calendar. You know, they're free. You should, people should have Google Calendars, or even you, if you want to use Outlook or something, use Outlook and just set days up, you know, set up a schedule. Hey, I'm going to be working on this today. You know, we already did Jew. We already did course for today. And right now I am pretty much, today is reset day. In my personal plan is rest day. And we're planning out for the rest of the week what we're going to be doing. Same thing is going to happen next week. So take what you want from that, guys. That's just my simple idea for you. Hopefully this helps you out in some way, shape, form. If it does, let me know down in the comments below. If you like the video for whatever reason, why not consider giving the channel a subscribe? Why not give the video a good, you know, thumbs up? Hey, if you got some criticism, by all means, go ahead and pop me the criticism, pop me a dislike. Let's get in a conversation. Tell me what you didn't like about it. I'm all ears. No problems there. But until next time, take it easy, and I'll catch you on the flip side.